Hi everybody, you've made it to week 7 and you're almost done on the home stretch. This week you're going to be focusing on your research paper alone and fine-tuning grammatical and sentence structure issues. You have the Moody video to watch, and then you've also got chapter 13 in Lester and Lester, and you may want to skim over the areas you already read in lesson 6. You've also got chapters 13, 14, and 15 in the supplement. Writing effective sentences, your final paper instructions, and then key sections in Lester and Lester. So make sure you look over the assignment pretty carefully for this week, the reading, so you get all of those things in. And then you also have some OWL Purdue links to review, and they're primarily dealing with grammar. After our discussion board for week 6, you probably see that your classmates differed a lot regarding grammar rules and whether they should be followed or not. And this is not uncommon. There's like the standard grammar rules, and then there's things that people differ on. People differ on grammar, or on commas, and using certain words like which or that, and if you put a comma before it or not. And sometimes there's room to go with what you prefer. But then there's other standard grammar rules, and this kind of came out in the discussion board, that you really need to stick to. Now, here's a scoop. For academic writing, it's important to follow the rules of grammar. And I know you all know that, but there really isn't a whole lot of room even for colloquial language. And I've made a few notes when I see it to just be on the lookout for it. Colloquial language is language that's just really informal, almost like what you would speak, but not what you would put in a formal paper. You're not writing a novel that has dialogue where grammar rules can be bent. You're writing a formal research paper, and whether or not you agree with the rules, your teachers, not just me, will be grading papers, and proper grammar and punctuation will be part of your grade. So I'm trying to point things out as I grade that I see when there's things that repeat, to let you know that I see that, because that kind of alerts me that that's probably something that you wrestle with and maybe would like to improve. So hopefully those comments have been helpful. When you see comments like that, like if I point out this is a comma splice, feel free to go look up some videos on comma splices to get a better grip on that. I've seen a little bit of sentence fragments, so that's another one to try to get a good grip on. I also see dangling or misplaced modifiers and subject-verb agreement. So I'm going to keep highlighting these as I see them, and you can just, as you're writing your final paper, try to address those things. And feel free also, if you want to email me a sentence and say, I'm not quite sure how to punctuate this, I can kind of walk you through it over email as well. I've also included a couple helpful videos. You probably saw that in the hard copy of this announcement, and hopefully that will help. There's no new assignment for this week. You're only to continue revising your final paper, which is due week 8. However, you still have your content report acknowledging that you've completed your reading and your discussion board. So make sure you do that. And I would suggest, if you haven't already done so, to print out the instructions for your final paper. Maybe dog-ear the sections in Lester that you might refer to often. And then keep those handy as you revise your paper. Always be checking that instruction list to make sure you have everything. The rubric for this final paper is pretty exhaustive. So if, for example, on your title page, if you forget to update the assignment from 6-1 to 7-1, there's points that come off for that. Or if you forget to put the date on there. If you still have the first page of your pagination starting with the number 1 rather than the lowercase I, you'll lose points for that. So I've been trying to let you know as we go along so that you can make those adjustments, but just know it'll be very detailed. Everything gets a point. So follow that instruction sheet. Email me if you have any questions. Your assignment's is not due this coming Monday, but on the last day of class, which is Monday, July 15th. So you basically have two weeks to write your paper. So I think that's it for now. Again, let me know if you have any questions. Always send me a text so that I know that that there's an email there waiting for me, just in case I'm not sitting at my computer. And I'm praying for you, and hope you enjoy this last couple of weeks as you fine-tune your paper. Take care. Bye-bye.